So Sam, you're living here in Maine now? Uh,
We messed up. I got. Hey guys, it's me, Sam the Man. Today I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about myself. So my dad is gonna ask me a couple of questions, so you guys can understand who I am, and also who I want to become as I get older. So, take it away, Dad.
so Sam, you're living here in Maine now. How did you get to Maine?
How did I get to Maine? Well, it was because of you. You went through the adoption exchange and you saw one of my profiles where it showed a video about me, about how family is important to me, and why I wanted to have a family is because I didn't want to be alone, and when I get older and when I have my own kids, I want to have my kids to be like, oh, where's grandpa, or where's uncle this, aunt this, and so I wanted them to have cousins and uncles and aunts and all that stuff.
So Sam, you're far away from where you began. How did you get here from Ethiopia?
Well, originally, like you said, I'm from Ethiopia. I was born with one. No, I wasn't born with one leg. So I was born with two legs, and then 2.5, 3 weeks later, I had an infection in my leg. So my parents took me to the doctors in Ethiopia, and the doctors told my parents that I was gonna pass away. Like there wasn't any way for me to survive. So my parents, they couldn't really do anything since the doctors couldn't do anything. So they took me back home, where it's like a village area where I used to live, and somebody in the village, they amputated my leg so I can at least survive, so the infection doesn't spread any more further to a point where it would have killed me. And I thank God for that, because without the person, whoever it was who amputated my leg, I wouldn't be here to this day. So I want to thank you, whoever you are, even though I don't know you probably. But yeah, so I'm from Ethiopia. I came here December 31st, 2007, and how I came to Ethiopia, or how I came from Ethiopia to United States, was through adoption. I got adopted when I was 7, and unfortunately, it didn't really work out with the family. So I had like a lot of anger issues, and my mind was going through like the wrong path. Not like drug addictions or anything like that. I just had a lot of anger issues. So yeah.
So Sam, what were some of your first impressions of the United States when you got here as a young kid?
My first impressions, I honestly, I didn't know. I was so excited, confused, like a lot of adrenaline rush in me. And when I came to America, I had never seen white people in my entire life. I'm like, what the heck? Like, what happened to my native family? Where's the black people? And it was exciting. And then with the weather changing, because in Ethiopia, where I was from, it's never snowed, or at least as far as how I lived, or as long as how I lived, it's never snowed in Ethiopia. It's always been around like 70 to 100 degrees, a little bit higher than 100, and beautiful weather. When I came to Colorado in the United States, I saw like a lot of snow, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like maybe like sugar powder, or not sugar powder, powder sugar. So yeah.
What was the very first thing you learned to say in English?
My first words when I came to America was from Spider-Man 2. That was like my favorite movie at that time. But my first words were, "He stole that guy's pizza." And that was literally it. And then when I was a kid, I would literally go around the neighborhood, knock on people's doors, and be like, "He stole that guy's pizza," or "Oh, he stole that guy's pizza." And then when they would respond back to me by saying, "Who stole that guy's pizza?" and what are you doing here, like, and stuff, I would not understand what they were saying, because I knew nothing about speaking in English. I just knew Amharic. Amharic was the only language that I had, because English is my fifth language when I came to America. My first language was Gofa, like Gofinga, my second one was Sodo, and my third one was Zangalote, and then my fourth one was Amharic, and then we say it like Amaringa, and my fifth is English. So that's pretty much it. It's just like I moved more than one place to another like a lot since I was a kid. So yeah.
So Sam, does it hurt to only have one leg?
Absolutely not. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what it's like being on two legs besides when I was born within those 2 weeks, but I've never took one step, so it never hurts, and I don't really let anything stop me from what I do. I don't really care what a person tells me of, oh, you can't do that, or you have one leg, you're not able to make that. I don't really care what you say. You're not me. So I'm able to do whatever things I want to do, what my mind is telling me to do. Like if I want to do like a backflip or something, I'm going to train myself how to do it. Like, so that's how I do things. Like the handstand that you guys have seen in my old video, like my recent videos, was from me. I taught myself how to do it since I was a kid, and I can walk on my crutches, and if I lean against like a wall or something, I can, or even like a tree. For example, these come really in handy. They're like my chairs also. So like, for example, it'll be like this. So I could be like talking to you guys just going like this. So this is my chair, and I do a lot of cool things with these, and these give me a lot of freedom. So, and I do have a prosthetic leg, and like I told you guys, like back in June, like the beginning of June, I had surgery on my left leg because I was growing and my bone was growing with me, so it was really sensitive to the prosthetic leg, so the doctors had to shave the bone off, and also they moved like literally like 98% of my nerves, so when I do get my prosthetic leg back, it won't hurt me at all, and as much as it used to. And I'm getting a new prosthetic leg soon, hopefully in like 2 months. So yeah. Any questions?
So Sam, what is the toughest challenge you face on a day-by-day basis by being someone who has one leg?
I would say just I don't know, like I can't really say because I faced a lot of things, but like I never see it as with one leg. It's not something that I think about. It's just I naturally do it.
Do you think of yourself as a person with a disability, or do you not even think of yourself that way?
I never saw myself as a disability. That's one thing about me. I never can see myself as a disability. I haven't seen myself as a disability, and I will never see myself as being a disabled person. That's one thing for sure.
So which do you prefer, walking with your crutches or with your prosthetic leg?
My crutches, absolutely my crutches. But I do like to have my prosthetic legs, you know, because it's easier. Like when I go to a grocery store or something, if there's like 6 or 7 bags on each hand, I can carry it easily. But with my crutches, they come in handy also, because all I gotta do is put the bags like right here on the loops, and then I just gotta put my crutches up, and I could just take like a bunch of bags at once. But I definitely prefer my crutches because I have a lot of freedom with these. I run a lot faster. I am able to do ridiculous things that I can't do with my leg, with the prosthetic leg. So, yeah.
So what do you want to do with your life?
Me, I honestly, I wanna become a chef. So this is my last year of high school, and right now I live in Maine, and I go to Scarborough High School, and it's a really good school so far. I moved here about like a month and a half, almost 2 months ago now, and my dream is to become a chef and also to keep making my YouTube videos. And my hobby, I like writing music. So I've been writing like a couple of songs and stuff, but more than anything, I would like to become a chef. So I'm hoping that one day, when as the days progress, each day as it passes by, I'm hoping that, you know, Johnson & Wales can see me and accept me for the culinary school, because that's one of the culinary schools that I would really want to attend to is Johnson and Wales University, and then the other one is the Culinary Institute of America. But somehow, if it doesn't work out or anything, my goal is to still become a chef. So I want to go to Southern Maine Community College, because they have a really good culinary programs as far as I've heard from like a bunch of people. So that's pretty much my dream.
So, what's different about Maine than Colorado for
Well,
you?
the mountains and the ocean, that's pretty much like the only differences I see right now. And also the state is the city is way smaller than Colorado, because I lived all over Colorado. I lived in Denver, Littleton, Arvada. I lived in Littleton. Wait, did I say Littleton? I think I did. And then the recent place I just came from Colorado was Colorado Springs. But I would say the biggest change is the mountains. Like, you see like bunch of huge mountains, like beautiful mountains, and I'm replacing it with the ocean. Because I live like literally like 10-15 minutes away from the Atlantic Ocean, so that's one of the things. And it's open area mostly. Maine is really open area. It has a bunch of trees. It's not as busy as it is as Colorado. So yeah.
All right. Sam, thanks for your thoughts on life in Ethiopia and Colorado and Maine.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that you guys really enjoyed this video, and keep subscribing, hit the like button, and try to invite as many people that you guys know to keep watching the videos that I'm making. And I'm really hoping that one day one of my YouTube videos will go viral. And so yeah, because my dream is to inspire people, whether you have a disability or not. It's just, my dream is just to inspire people, and I want to see the good in people just as much as the people who have known me for the longest time that have seen the good in me. Even though I messed up a lot of things, I made a lot of mistakes, but that's not the person who I was. And in the future, there's gonna be a biography about me, or a little documentary, as soon as I have like an actual camera. Right now I'm just using my cell phone. So, but one day I'm hoping to make like a really good documentary with more information, because next year when I graduate high school, I'm going back to Ethiopia so I can find my biological parents. I have never met my mom. My mom, she abandoned me when I was as soon as the doctors told my parents that I was gonna pass away. And then my dad, he gave me up because he wanted me to have a better future. And so my mom has 2 kids on her side, and then my dad has 3 kids, and I've only met one of them. And he was only like, when he was born, he was only like about 2 months. That's how long I've known him. But now I have a lot more siblings here and in Ethiopia, so I'm gonna go there. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys on my next video. Sam the Man, peace out.